remember I've been telling stories, and there wasn't one particular story that made me say, I've got to get into broadcasting. I've just always had a desire to speak on behalf of marginalized communities and to be a voice for the voiceless. That was something that was always really important to me.
My name is Darian Aaron. I am a journalist specializing in stories impacting the Black LGBTQ community and communities of color.
I grew up in the South. You were born and raised in Atlanta, and so was Victor. And the constant narrative is that Black communities are more homophobic than others, and we don't embrace the LGBTQ people in our midst. And you're saying the exact opposite, that was not your experience.
Yeah, it wasn't my experience in my family.
And we've been bombarded with images of straight folks for years. And the moment that the pendulum starts to shift, all of a sudden there's a problem. And now gay folks are going to influence your kids. It is such a ridiculous argument. As someone who is Black and gay, I experience racism and homophobia. So that's something that I'm constantly having to stress to the Black community as we fight for racial equality. For most Americans, the presence of law enforcement provides a sense of safety and security. But for many people of color, it's the opposite. People around the world are mourning for the families impacted by the senseless act of violence that claimed the lives of 17 people in Florida on Wednesday.
The next question is for Mr. Aaron Sebia, and it comes from Darian.
Mr. Aaron Sebia, you've all talked about your strengths as candidates for mayor. I'm sure you will all agree that no one is perfect. Name one weakness, and if elected mayor, what would you do to work on that weakness?
That's probably the best question I've been asked in the past 3 months.
And as journalists, we get to hold the powerful accountable. We get to influence lives. We get to help people. This is my story. And your story may be completely different. You may leave here with a job offer for your dream job before you even graduate. Or like me, you may have a few bumps in the road on the way to your yes. But know that you are being prepared for the industry every day right here on this campus. And who you are is enough. There's space for the authenticity of who you are to be accepted and celebrated, because what God has for you is for you. I know, because the Creator saw fit to bless me through a white, conservative, evangelical news director who was supposed to pass me by after doing one Google search and learning that I lead more James Baldwin than Billy Graham. So I challenge you to go the way your blood beats. And in those moments, when you feel like all the work that you put in to walk across that Don Oliver stage is in vain, know that your yes is on the way.